Suspense over Yexit. The exit of Chief Minister Yediyurappa is finally over after weeks of anxiety and political uncertainty in Karnataka. B.S. Yediyurappa officially announced that he is resigning as the Karnataka Chief Minister a couple of hours ago. He's handed over his resignation to the governor. The big announcement came at an event hosted by Yediyurappa at the Vidhan Soudha to mark the completion of 2 years of his government. In an emotional address at the event, Mr. Yediyurappa broke down and said he has faced many Agni Parikshas in his political journey. He exuded confidence that the BJP will get a majority in the next assembly elections a couple of years from now. Meanwhile, the opposition has hit out at the ruling BJP, with the Congress's Siddaramaiah saying the removal of one corrupt chief minister and the bringing in of another will not benefit the people of the state.
ಡೆಲ್ಲಿಯಿಂದ ನನಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒತ್ತಡ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನೇ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವತ್ತು 26ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು 2 ವರ್ಷ ತುಂಬಿರುವಂಥ ಈ ಶುಭ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆಯವರಿಗೂ ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಗಬೇಕು, ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾನೇ ವಾಲಂಟಿಯರ್ ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಹೊರತು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಧಾನಿ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಮಿತ್ ಶಾ ಆಗಲಿ ಯಾರ್ದು ಒತ್ತಾಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನೇ ವಾಲಂಟಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಐ ಆಮ್ grateful to Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji and also Home Minister Amit Shah ji and All India President Nadda ji has given opportunity to serve as people of Karnataka for 2 years as Chief Minister. The entire country after 17 years, nobody has given opportunity. Whereas Yediyurappa, they have given opportunity to me even after 75 years. From last 2 years, because of their blessings, I am able to work as Chief Minister of Karnataka. For that, I will be grateful to our Prime Minister and Home Minister and also All India President. And also people of Karnataka, they have blessed me like anything. Particularly Shikaripura Taluk people have blessed me anything, and 7 times they made me MLA from their that constituency. For that also I will be grateful to them.
Reactions coming in on the story. Take a look at some of them, including from the opposition in Karnataka.
We will follow the High Command. What High Command says that is the final verdict for the every BJP Karyakarta. We will follow. So Yediyurappa also a BJP Karyakarta. He told yesterday also, I will follow the leadership. We are all follow our High Command. What our High Command is decision, that is the party decision.
If High Command gives you permission to become CM, are you ready to become CM?
Yeah, everybody is ready. Everybody is ready. So High Command have to give permission.
It's a very unfortunate but inevitable. CM has announced his resignation. Yeah. He acted according to the direction of the High Command. He has already, he told so many days back that whatever the High Command issued direction, they will abide by that. As being a disciplined man and a party worker, he has honored the High Command decision.
We have Congress Party leader D.K. Shivakumar with us. Sir, thank you so much for speaking with us. And how do you see the recent development where the Chief Minister has resigned, claiming that he has done it voluntarily?
How can he resign voluntarily? He's a very tough man, bold man. I think the bold man, the Chief Minister, it is not Yediyurappa who shed his tears. It is the Chief Minister who shed his tears. And he has already commented earlier that since long back he has not been allowed to function well. And many of his ministers, many of his legislators openly said that about the corruption, maladministration, lot of things. At any point of time, the High Command of the BJP never stopped anyone. That means they have admitted that something was going wrong. It is the utter failure of the entire BJP government, and they have lost, and ultimately it has fallen to his resignation. I don't think nothing new was it.
So should we take your comment as a speculation or as a conspiracy? Because he also said that he has underwent too many Agni Parikshas during his term.
That is what I am telling you. He himself said that he has to face lot of problem, Agni Parikshas. That is why he has cried. It came out, tears came not from only his eyes, it came from even his heart.
Are you feeling some sort of empathy towards him?
No, I don't want, because one thing is that a chief minister shouldn't have, he shouldn't have cried, because he knows that it is a known fact in the state that he could not do well, or he was not allowed to do well.
ಪಕ್ಷದ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಒಬ್ಬ ಭ್ರಷ್ಟ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಭ್ರಷ್ಟ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಮಧ್ಯಂತರ ಚುನಾವಣೆಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಆಸ್ಪದ ಆಗ್ತದೆ?
ಯಾವುದು?
ಈ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ
ನಾನು ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ತೊಲಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋರು, ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಟ್ಟು ತೊಲಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋರು. ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರಿಂದ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಹಿತ ಕಾಪಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. कोरोना रोग तड़गट्टू ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ಸರಿಯಾದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ
ये उनका बीजेपी का अंदरूनी मामला है. वो किसको रखना किसको निकालना, प्लीज, किसको रखना किसको निकालना उनका काम है. हमारा काम उनकी पैरवी करना नहीं है. इसको रखो इसको निकालो, ये उनका काम है, वो करने दो. एक पहला तो चीफ मिनिस्टर सत्यानाश करा वहां पर, अब जो आएगा और वो क्या करेगा देखिए.
And now there's a mad rush to lobby by many ministers and leaders, sensing an opportunity, to replace Mr. Yediyurappa. But Mr. Yediyurappa's own constituency of Shimoga in Karnataka, these are the images. Supporters of outgoing Chief Minister Yediyurappa at his hometown Shikaripura in Shivamogga district have shut down shops and commercial establishments in anger and disappointment after he resigned from the Chief Minister's post. Now remember, Mr. Yediyurappa was very careful to specify that he had resigned of his own volition and that it was not in response to pressure from the BJP High Command. He said that this was something that he has done voluntarily, but Mr. Yediyurappa's popularity as a mass leader, his political appeal in his own political bastion, the town in which he grew up, Shikaripura in Shivamogga district of Karnataka, these are the scenes. Shutters down in many commercial establishments and some agitations being taken out on the roads as well, expressing disappointment over the curtains coming down on the career of Yediyurappa, at least as the Chief Minister of Karnataka. Very significant images there, and they will be seen everywhere in the rank and file of the BJP. While the suspense over Yexit has ended, there's no suspense over who will actually replace the outgoing Chief Minister. Several names have been doing the rounds for this big task, the new Chief Minister of Karnataka. These include, let me just run you through some of the big hopefuls and probables. Karnataka Home Minister Basavaraj Bommai is the Home Minister. Karnataka Assembly Speaker Vishweshwar Hegde Kageri is another front runner. Karnataka Minister Murugesh Nirani is a Lingayat face who happens to be camping in Delhi right now. We are told that he is lobbying with the BJP High Command to replace Yediyurappa. He is the Mines Minister currently. High-profile Union Minister from Karnataka, Prahlad Joshi, is also said to be in the race for Chief Minister. It's a race that has already gathered momentum, with Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister Lakshman Sawadee supporters flooding social media with posters almost declaring him as the next Chief Minister. So a lot of this power play by individual leaders is taking place on the ground right now, because the void of the Chief Minister's chair means things are up for grabs, even though sense and the BJP's own track record suggests that a decision on the next Chief Minister is likely to have already been taken. But at the same time, with Yediyurappa as the caretaker Chief Minister, many will be sniffing an opportunity to at least play their hand so they don't regret it later. BJP Chief JP Nadda and Home Minister Amit Shah held a meeting in Parliament to discuss names for the next Chief Minister of the state. India Today has also learnt that Nadda spoke to the party's Karnataka in charge Arun Singh after Yediyurappa announced his resignation. Sources say central observers will soon be chosen and sent to Karnataka to kickstart the process of appointing and declaring the next Chief Minister. It is learnt that Karnataka could get a new leader by the end of this week or in the next 2-3 days. That is, by the end of this week. Until then, Yediyurappa will continue as caretaker Chief Minister.
And also, sir, as far as the cabinet
That's $1 billion question there.
Sir, now there are talks of you being the next chief minister as well, considering we have been close to the chief minister.
That there is no race. It is only a decision. And High Command will have complete information of everybody, party, MLAs and everybody. And whatever the decision High Command takes, everybody should abide by.
Not many would remember what happened the last time Mr. Yediyurappa resigned. How can one forget what happened in 2013? Very different from the mellow, honorable, prestigious exit that the Chief Minister has gotten this time. But in 2013, the BJP learnt the hard way, the real extent of the damage that Yediyurappa can cause if he is politically cornered. In May of that year, Yediyurappa had famously broken away from the BJP to form his own party, the Karnataka Janata Paksha, that split the BJP's Lingayat vote bank. Take a look.
For many, B.S. Yediyurappa has always been the BJP mainstay in Karnataka. He is the undisputed leader of the single largest community in the state, the Lingayats. The Lingayats, comprising 17% of Karnataka's 6 crore plus population, helped the BJP secure 110 seats in the 224-member state assembly in 2008. Their sole wish was to see Yediyurappa as the chief minister. However, the BJP government's involvement in corruption and sex scandal was a major reason why it lost significant portion of its urban vote bank in the state in the 2013 polls. While one minister was accused of rape, 2 others were caught watching porn on the floor of the Legislative Assembly. Besides, a dozen ministers, including Yediyurappa, were accused of land grabbing, cheating and corruption. The result was an all-time low for the party image. Finally, in a major embarrassment to the BJP, B.S. Yediyurappa, who had quit the CM's post over corruption charges, was jailed in October 2011. This after the Lokayukta Special Court judge rejected his bail plea in 2 cases of illegal denotification of land in and around Bengaluru in return for monetary gains. Yediyurappa spent 25 days in prison before being released. Now he wanted his post back, but Advani was firm on dealing with corruption within the party to take on the Congress. Then, in December 2012, B.S. Yediyurappa walked away from the BJP after his plans to become Chief Minister or Party Chief were opposed by L.K. Advani. Advani and many others were gearing up towards the 2014 polls and did not want anybody to scuttle their anti-corruption crusade against the Congress nationally. 2013 polls changed everything for the BJP. The Congress came to power. Siddaramaiah became the chief minister and BJP was reduced to just 40 seats. BSY's KJP had secured 6 seats and damaged the BJP. It was time to bring Yediyurappa back into the party. The late Anant Kumar and others had objections to the return of Yediyurappa. They wanted an alliance with the KJP instead of a merger. Others were a bit skeptical about inducting the entire KJP into the BJP, since in some constituencies the fight had turned ugly. But bringing B.S. Yediyurappa into the party once again was of utmost importance as Karnataka was the only state in South India where the BJP then hoped to perform decently in the 2014 general elections. It was for these reasons and the very survival of the party that the BJP brought back B.S. Yediyurappa.
It's been a long journey in Karnataka politics, and it wasn't just in 2013. Yediyurappa still holds big sway over the state's Lingayat vote. You saw just the surface of the reaction in Shivamogga district where he comes from. Few know that the four-time Karnataka Chief Minister started off as a secretary of the Sangh. And while he may now be struggling for political survival and Yexit is final, he exits as Chief Minister, he's been projecting his son as the inheritor of his political legacy.
Bukanakere Siddhalingappa Yediyurappa has been backbone of BJP in Karnataka for last 4 decades. He started off with being Karyavaha, or Secretary of the Sangh's Shikaripur unit in 1970. In 1972, he was elected to the Shikaripura town municipality and was also appointed as the President of the Taluk unit of the Janasangh. Yediyurappa was first elected as MLA in 1983. And has since represented the Shikaripura constituency 6 times. He also was appointed as State BJP President in 1988. As MLA from BJP, he became Chief Minister 4 times till date. In 2013, he formed KJP and made sure BJP did not come to power by cutting large chunk of the party's votes. He later returned to BJP and took over as state party president. Now he fights the toughest battle of his political life. As rebellion grows against the chief minister, BSY is projecting his youngest son, B.Y. Vijayendra, as his heir apparent. Yediyurappa and his late wife Maitra Devi have 5 children: Padmavati, Aruna Devi, Uma Devi, B.Y. Raghavendra, who is the BJP MP, and B.Y. Vijayendra, who is currently BJP Karnataka Vice President. 45-year-old Vijayendra tried for Varuna constituency ticket but was denied by the BJP High Command in 2018 elections. But in recent by-elections in Karnataka, he was made in charge of KR-Pete, Sira and Maski constituency. BJP won 2 out of these 3 seats. The rebel MLAs have alleged Vijayendra's interference in governance, and that's one of the biggest reasons for the rebellion against Yediyurappa.
And our coverage of this big story continues even after we've got it right. The tantalizing question of who is the new Chief Minister of Karnataka next. We will continue to report on this big story. Much more on this after this very short break.
End of BSY era in Karnataka. CM quits after an emotional speech. India Today news breaks confirmed.
India Today, the first channel to report on this, has been proven right, and Yediyurappa has resigned. We're breaking it first on India Today.
When others had no clue.
While every other media organization, they don't have the kind of sources that India Today has.
Only India Today told you this.
Big breaking news, and India Today is the only channel that reported that B.S. Yediyurappa was going to be replaced as the Chief Minister, and we've been bang on once again.
India Today heard the rumblings months ago, stayed on with the story and broke every twist on Karnataka politics. And now today we are 100% validated, and that's the gold standard of journalism.
Much before and in much detail. India Today, the gold standard of journalism.